Arsenal fans, we have had some unforgettable European nights. Some ended in glory, some ended in heartbreak. But in the 2005-2006 season, something special happened. Arsenal, a team that were often doubted in Europe, went on a historic run to the Champions League final. Today, we're going back in time to relive that incredible journey. How's it going, people? My name is Frank and welcome back to N5 Narrative. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to ensure that you never miss a video. But let's not wait any longer. Welcome to Highbury history. This is the story of Arsenal's greatest ever Champions League run. Before 2006, Arsenal had a bit of a reputation in Europe and not in a good way. Domestically, we dominated under Arsene Wenger. The football was beautiful, we had Thierry Henry, we were winning trophies. But in the Champions League, we always fell short. Bayern Munich, Valencia, Chelsea, every season. It felt like we were one step away, but never quite there. Very frustrating. We had a team that could compete with anyone, but for whatever reason, when it came to big European nights, Arsenal just couldn't get over the line. But the 05-06 season was different. Something clicked. This was the last season at Highbury, and it felt like destiny. Arsenal weren't just competing in Europe, we were making a statement. Now, before we talk about the dramatic knockout rounds, let's quickly touch on the group stage. Arsenal were drawn with Ajax, FC Thun and Spartak Prague. On paper, a group we should be getting through, but European nights are never usually that simple. Thierry Henry had missed the first few games due to injury, so it was left to Robin van Persie and Jose Antonio Reyes to step up. And they did. We handled our business, went unbeaten and finished top of the group. But the real story, that came in the knockouts. The round of 16 saw us take on Real Madrid, the Galacticos, Zidane, Ronaldo, Beckham, the biggest names in football. No English team had ever beat them at the Bernabeu. But then, Thierry Henry happened. One of the greatest solo goals in Champions League history. He picked up the ball in midfield, danced through 3 defenders, holds off Sergio Ramos like he is nothing, and slots it past Iker Casillas. Absolute magic, and just like that, Arsenal had stunned the Bernabeu. The second leg at Highbury was tense. Madrid threw everything at us, but we held firm. A disciplined defensive performance. Jens Lehmann started to look unbeatable. 0-0 on the night, 1-0 to the Arsenal on aggregate. Arsenal had done it. Real Madrid were out. And suddenly, people started to look at Arsenal differently. This wasn't just a win, this was a statement. Arsenal could take on the biggest names in football. Next up in the quarterfinals, Juventus, a team full of legends. Buffon, Cannavaro, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and of course, not to mention a familiar face in Patrick Vieira. This was supposed to be his moment, the night he showed Arsenal what they were missing. Instead, it was the night that Cesc Fabregas introduced himself to the world. In the first leg at Highbury, Fabregas ran the show. The passing, the vision, the composure. He looked like a player beyond his years. He opened the scoring and then set up Thierry Henry for the second. Arsenal 2, Juventus 0. But the real moment, Vieira, our former captain, dispossessed by Fabregas in midfield in the build-up to the first goal. The second leg into Rin was a masterclass in defensive discipline. Arsenal shut Juventus down, another clean sheet. 0-0 on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. No goals conceded in 4 knockout games. Arsenal were now serious contenders. We had beaten Real Madrid. We had beaten Juventus. But the real drama was yet to come. One round from the final. Villarreal. Not as glamorous as a Madrid or a Juventus, but a dangerous team with Riquelme pulling the strings. And this was tense. In the first leg, Kolo Touré scored the only goal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. But in the second leg, it was all Villarreal. Arsenal defended for their lives. It was backs against the wall. And then, in the 88th minute, penalty to Villarreal. Riquelme steps up. This was it. If he scores, Villarreal are back in the tie. If he misses, Arsenal are going to the Champions League final. He runs up, he strikes it, and Jens Lehmann becomes a legend. Lehmann saves it. Highbury erupts. Arsenal are in the Champions League final. And then, the final. Arsenal versus Barcelona. The dream was in reach, but football can be cruel. Disaster struck early. Jens Lehmann was sent off in the 10th minute of the game, but Arsenal continued to fight. Sol Campbell scores. Arsenal go 1-0 up. We defended like warriors. It felt like destiny. But Barcelona kept coming, and in the final moments, it slipped away. Samuel Eto'o, and then Giuliano Belletti. Barcelona 2, Arsenal 1. And just like that, the dream was over. So close. We had one hand on the trophy. But in the end, it just wasn't meant to be. Now, here's the thing. Arsenal didn't win the Champions League that season, but that run changed the club forever. It showed that Arsenal could go toe-to-toe with Europe's elite. It set a Champions League record, 10 clean sheets in a row, and was a run that no Arsenal fan will ever forget, no matter how old they are. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What is your favourite moment from Arsenal's 2006 Champions League run? Henry at the Bernabeu, Jens Lehmann's penalty save? Let me know down in the comments. And if you love Arsenal history, make sure to subscribe to N5 Narrative and turn on post notifications to make sure that you never miss a video. Thank you for watching Highbury History. I have been Frank. I will see you guys soon. Peace.